This is the Sakar MURLI of the 21st of July 2023. Essence. Sweet children, the sustainer of the whole world is the one Father. He doesn't take sustenance from anyone. He is always incorporeal. Explain and prove this to everyone. Question. What are the first and foremost signs of godly students? Answer. Godly students can never stay without hearing the MURLI. They would never say, I don't have time to listen to the MURLI. Wherever they are, they would ask someone for points and study them. So many points are given. If you don't hear the MURLI, how can you imbibe knowledge? This is a study. The Supreme Teacher is teaching you children, and so you should never miss the MURLI. Song. Having found you, we have found the whole world. The earth and sky all belong to us. Om Shanti. You souls now know the Father. You children know that Shiv Baba alone is the one who doesn't have a subtle or a physical body. The subtle bodies of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar are shown. They are also given names. You children understand that each of those subtle bodies has a soul in them. At this time, you children become lords of the three worlds. No one would say that Lakshmi and Narayan are the lords of the three worlds. Lakshmi and Narayan do not know the three worlds, the incorporeal world, subtle region and corporeal world. You have to judge everything with your intellect as to whether it is right or wrong. Simply just say that whatever you hear is the truth, belongs to the path of devotion. Here you have to understand very clearly. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar truly have subtle bodies. Shiva alone is incorporeal. Many types of temples have been built to him, and he has also been given many different names. There are many temples where they have a lingam image. The temple in Bombay is called Babulnath Temple, the Lord of Thorns. There is only one Shiva. People abroad too have given him many names. You children now know that you are souls. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is explaining to us children. He is giving us the knowledge of the three worlds. At this time you are the lords of the three worlds because you know them. Unless someone knows the three worlds, how could he be a lord of them? Only Brahmins, the children of Brahma, are lords of the three worlds. They have this knowledge of the three worlds. The Father is knowledgeful and blissful. That incorporeal Father is giving us this knowledge. No corporeal human being can be called God. People here call him omnipresent. You children now understand that God the Father is the one and only incorporeal Shiva who is never sustained. All others receive sustenance. A soul enters a tiny body, whilst in the womb a soul sucks his thumb. Shiv Baba doesn't have a thumb to suck. Shiv Baba says, I don't even enter a womb, whereas everyone else enters a womb. They are then also sustained. When an expectant mother eats something sour, It affects and causes harm to the baby. Shiv Baba asks, how would you sustain me? I am called the sustainer of the whole world. Therefore there is no one higher than me. You have to understand these things very clearly. Churn the ocean of knowledge and extract points. Shiv Baba is truly the Father. He is also called the Beloved. All human beings are lovers of that Beloved. All of you are brides, and he is the bridegroom. The bridegroom is the incorporeal one. No corporeal or subtle being can be called the bridegroom. The beloved of all is the one incorporeal Baba. Incorporeal souls remember their beloved. Why do they remember him? There is definitely one difficulty or another. All devotees remember God. The lovers and the beloved are incorporeal. Those corporeal lovers and beloveds are also praised, but there are very few of them. They are attracted to each other's bodies. Their love is not for vice. They simply continue to gaze at one another. They don't feel happy without seeing one another. Each one remembers the other's body. No matter where they are sitting, they would imagine that their beloved is standing in front of them. They have visions because their love is based on purity. There is beauty of the body too. They don't love one another because of vice, but they are happy when they see each other. While eating, they remember their beloved and they forget to eat. They continue to see their beloved. There are only a few like them. Here, all are lovers of the one beloved Shiv Baba. However, very few become real lovers who pass with honours. The 8 beads are praised so much. So now that you devotees have found God, you should remember him so much. The Father says, children, constantly remember me, the Father, because you receive a lot of happiness from me. There they receive temporary happiness, and they have a lot of love for one another. Here you have unlimited love for the unlimited Father. There is unlimited love for the One. You children know that he doesn't have a bodily name. There must definitely be a dynasty of the dual form of Vishnu, Lakshmi and Narayan. There is the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan at the beginning of the Golden Age, and so there would surely also be subjects. The intellect says there will be a particular number of souls at the beginning of the Golden Age, then that number will continue to increase. There used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan at the beginning of the Golden Age. There truly was the kingdom of Radha and Krishna by the banks of the river Jamuna. There are many rivers, such as the river Ganges and the river Jamuna. They used to reside by the banks of the rivers. There is nothing like the things that have been portrayed, such as Dwarka sinking beneath the sea, nor are there any villages of the deities on the shores of the ocean. This Bombay will not exist. This is now in your intellects. God the Father is the most beloved. Christ is not called God the Father. You know that Christ is a messenger, and that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, sent him. He came from the incorporeal world. People don't consider him to be God the Father. They consider him to be a preceptor. Hindus don't know who established the Hindu religion or when. There is no Hindu religion. There is the original, eternal deity religion. If people ask us our religion in the census, we say we are Brahmins. At this time we are not Hindus. At this time we are Brahmins, the mouth-born creation of Brahma. However, when you put yourselves down as Brahmins, they put you in the column for Hindus. There, in the Golden Age, there is no census taken because there is just the one deity religion. Therefore there is no need to ask anything. Here there are many religions, and this is why people are asked. The Father sits here and explains all of these things. Therefore keep the remembrance of the Father in your intellects. He is the incorporeal one, and he only has one name. You can also see the subtle images of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Where is the form of Shiva? People understand that that is God. We cannot call ourselves God. Souls take rebirth. It isn't that the Father also takes rebirth. You now know the three worlds, and this is why you are called Trilokanath, the Lord of the three worlds. Only those who know about them could be their lords. You now have knowledge of the three worlds. Only you Brahmins know this. No one else can know it. This knowledge doesn't exist there in the Golden Age. Only you receive it, and this is why your name is glorified. Shiva, Adidev, Adidevi and you children are shown in the Diwala temple because you do service now. The Father comes to make the impure ones pure, and he therefore takes help of you children. The Father says, I know those who become my helpers, and in return I make them into the masters of heaven. Anyone can understand this. Not all students are the same. Shiv Baba's shop is to change human beings into deities, and they are number-wise. A centre of Maharatis must definitely be functioning well. They would be considered to be good salesmen. All the shops, that is centres, belong to Shiv Baba. You do the business of the imperishable jewels of knowledge. This Father is so ordinary. There is so much difference between truth and falsehood. Only the one Father tells you the truth. All the rest is nothing but falsehood. The biggest lie is to call the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the one who gives you Srimat, omnipresent. Previously, people used to say that he is infinite. No one knows who Ravan is or when he came into existence. Those people have shown Ravan in the Silver Age and taken Sri Krishna into the Copper Age. They don't even know the Golden Age. Brahma and Sita used to exist in the Silver Age. There can be no question of Ravan existing in the Silver Age. All of that applies here. They have just told a lie. When you explain to people, they say that that is just the imagination of the BKs. This has now been explained to you children. You have to imbibe the points you are given. Wherever you are, you should ask for points and study them. Don't say that you don't have time. What would you call godly students who say that they don't have time? How would you be able to inspire others to imbibe? So many points are given. If you don't hear or read a MURLI, how would you be able to imbibe it? This is an education. The Supreme Teacher who teaches is just the one. If you don't listen to the MURLIs, how would you be able to relate the points? You children understand that the Father is beyond birth and death. He doesn't take rebirth, but people celebrate his birthday. They are even beginning to stop celebrating the birthday of Shiv. Who can tell you how Shiv takes birth or what he must have done? In the Gita they have mentioned the name of Sri Krishna, but he cannot come here in that form. Sri Krishna can be called the Lord of Paradise, but not the Lord of the three worlds. So paradise, that is heaven, existed here. Sri Krishna also existed here. Radha and Krishna were not sister and brother. They were in their own separate kingdoms. Children have had visions of how marriage takes place there. Baba entertained you a lot in the beginning. You were in the bati by yourselves. You didn't meet your friends or relatives, so Baba showed you a lot, and you will again see many things at the end. You will feel as though you are sitting in paradise. People will be distressed in the final moments. Many calamities are to come. That is called extreme bloodshed without cause. The world doesn't know this. It isn't that government will take directions. Everyone is now to be destroyed. You are claiming your imperishable status from the Eternal Father. Even if someone becomes part of the subjects, that is a great fortune. There is nothing but happiness, whereas here there is nothing but sorrow. The Father has now come to teach you, and so you should study. Although you might have work to do, let your hands do the work, and your heart be in remembrance. Let your intellect's yoga be connected to the Father. While living at home, remember that one. Oh, the Father is making you into masters of heaven. What do you think of that? You will rule a kingdom for 21 births. There is nothing to worry about. Look how many worries people here have. There are no worries. You experience the reward there, however you won't even know this. At this time you have the knowledge that you are claiming your inheritance from the Eternal Father. Then you will automatically continue to receive your inheritance of the kingdom. It isn't that you will become a king by making donations or performing charity, no. That is the reward of the efforts you make at this time. Therefore you should make so much effort that a reward for 21 births is created. There is no question of effort or reward. There is nothing unattained for which you would have to make effort. All are wealthy. Here people study to become judges and doctors. There are no judges and doctors, etc. No one commits sin there. There are no thieves, etc. You are becoming the masters of the whole world. You don't need to be concerned about anything. Food, etc. doesn't cost anything. Here, too, in Baba's days, you could get 20 kilograms of grain for 8 to 10 annas. 8 annas equals half a rupee. So what would there have been before that? Everything is now so expensive. It will continue to become more and more expensive, then it will become cheap. According to the drama, you are going to receive everything. You are to receive the kingdom with their help. The two monkeys fight and you take the butter. The world doesn't know who is teaching you. He is in an incognito form. He gives you the kingdom of paradise in a second. There is the story of God the Friend. That is the Father's praise. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharma. 1. Become a good, clever salesman and do the business of the imperishable jewels of knowledge. In order to create an imperishable reward, connect your intellect in yoga to the One Father. 2. In order to pass with honours, become a true lover. Constantly stay in remembrance of the One Beloved. Blessing. May you be free from any thoughts or worries by becoming a companion of the Almighty Authority and having good wishes for everyone. Some children think that so-and-so should become well from his illness, or that their child or husband comes into knowledge, that their business should become good. It is good to have those desires, but all of these desires will only be fulfilled when you yourself become light and take power from the Father. For this, the vessel of your intellect has to be empty. If you wish to benefit everyone, become an embodiment of power yourself. By becoming the companion of the Almighty Authority, and move along while having good wishes for everyone. Become free from any thoughts or worries, and do not get trapped in any bondage. Slogan. Those who remain beyond questions remain constantly happy-hearted. Om Shanti.